Are you craving the latest and greatest plant-based milk chocolate bars?
Do you love chocolate so much that you hide your chocolate bars from your wife so she doesn't realize you have a problem?
What? Do you classify chocolate as its own separate food group?
Do you dream of vegan chocolate rivers?
Then you're gonna wanna watch this plant-based milk chocolate bar review and taste test.
The suspense is terrible.
So over the last couple years, we have seen some of the big chocolate companies release their own vegan and plant-based versions of their milk chocolates, which is very exciting.
Yeah, so we figured today it would be a great idea to grab a few of those chocolate bars from the grocery store and try them out for you guys. So here we have Lindt's oat milk bar,
which we have also reviewed before on the channel. Just a good old taste test that you can check out.
And then we also have Cadbury's brand new plant bars. We have them in 2 flavors here, the salted caramel as well as the chocolate flavor.
Very, very exciting.
And finally, we have NoWhey's
NoWhey
Milkless bars. So we have their crunchy bar, which is made with like crunchy rice.
Yes, crisped
rice. And then we have their just regular chocolate bar.
And it is no secret that vegan chocolate bars tend to be a lot more expensive than regular chocolate bars, so we think it's important to really help you guys figure out which one not only is the best tasting, but also so you know which one to really invest in.
Yeah.
Because it's an investment in your grocery bill.
And as usual on the channel, we're gonna score these based on their flavor and texture in 5 different punny kind of ways. And those scores are, a 5 is excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent, yeah.
4 is I like you a chocolate.
A 3 is deserves respect.
Respect.
REESEPECT.
2 is chalk this overboard.
And finally, a 1 is a major Kit catastrophe.
What?
A major Kit catastrophe.
Let's try that a third time.
A major Kit catastrophe. You say it.
A major Kit catastrophe. I did it. Kit catastrophe. Okay, enough chit chat and more Kit Kat. Actually, it's too bad that we don't have Kit Kat.
There is a vegan Kit Kat that has been released.
Just not in Canada. God.
But maybe very soon in the near future. Why don't we start off with the Lindt bar and we'll taste test that.
Okay. So this is a Lindt original. So just their original milk chocolate, which we already know is delicious. So there's gonna be no surprises there. But we obviously want to, in real time, compare it to some of the other ones. So, ooh, look at that. This just smells so good. It's so good.
I like. Would you say it tastes similar to the Lindt balls from what you remember?
It's definitely like the Lindt balls. Can definitely say it is delicious.
Okay, let's score the Lindt bar. So we'll see what each of our scores are. We'll add them up for each bar. So at the end, you'll be able to see which ones were our favorites.
I think it only makes sense to give this one a rating of 5 as excellent, because it's Lindt.
Is that for the flavor?
Yeah.
We're doing flavor and texture?
Oh, man, just for everything. But yeah, I guess flavor.
You're going 5 across the board.
Across the board. Like,
She
I don't
loved
even need
it.
to get into the nitty gritty. It's just damn delicious.
Yeah. So for me, definitely the flavor, loved it. And once again, I love it. It's fantastic. This bar also comes in hazelnut and salted caramel. I would say the hazelnut is the best. I'd say the milk chocolate is second for me. If you just want a plain milk chocolate bar, I would get this bar for sure. It's a 5 across the board for me too. Texture is fantastic. It's creamy.
Yeah.
Goes down nice. Doesn't give you a bad feeling in your throat.
No bad feelings.
No bad feelings in the mouth.
Just good feelings.
Just good feelings. There you have it.
Okay, excellent. Moving on to our Cadbury plant bars. Now, these are made with almond milk, and let's just start with their plain milk chocolate bar.
Here we go. Opening it up. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's some nice packaging. That opens really nicely. If you compare it to, ooh, nice. See, this one just ripped open. This one is really nice. It is melting in my hand. It's melting.
Here we go.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
You know, you can tell that's a high quality chocolate because when you have bad chocolate, you get that kind of waxy flavor in your mouth, and it kind of tastes like, or bad chocolate tastes like, you know, the ones you get in a Christmas advent calendar, which is like 50% wax. And so I don't get any of that with this. It's so good. And the almond gives it a slightly different flavor than the oat milk based Lindt bar. It's kind of hard to say which one I like better. I will give it a 5 for flavor on my end, but I will give it a 4 for texture, only because, and maybe it's just because of the size and the thickness of the bar, but it took a lot more chewing to break it down in my mouth, which is like fine, but I think I liked the texture of the Lindt bar more because it was thinner and it just like melted.
Yeah.
There was less to have to like chew on, and it just was so velvety smooth.
Yeah.
So still very highly rating this Cadbury plant bar.
And I'm actually gonna put it as a 4 for flavor and a 4 for texture.
Interesting.
You know what? If I see the Cadbury bar in the grocery store and it's like $1 less, I might
I'll
actually,
buy it.
yeah, I'll choose the Cadbury bar over the Lindt bar because the Lindt one is pretty expensive. We did get the Cadbury bar for $1 less. It was $5 versus the $6 for the Lindt. So I'm probably gonna grab the Cadbury bar like 9 times out of 10, even though my ratings aren't quite as good as the Lindt bar.
You know, I would say this chocolat is excellent. I don't know if that is a rating.
Can a Cadbury bar be
Can
excellent?
it be excellent?
I guess in this scenario
Maybe
it can.
is. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'm giving it a 4.5. I don't know if we're allowed to do half points.
Absolutely.
But,
we can
there
do
go.
anything on this show.
There we go. Yeah, our show, our rules.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's
I enjoyed Cadburying this chocolate bar into my stomach.
wow, that was a good one. Burying it. All right. Let's do the salted caramel one next, shall we?
Oh, awesome. Yeah, s'more Cadbury chocolate.
S'more Cadbury?
Yep. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, this is the salted caramel.
yes.
Oh,
I love that packaging.
That's a solid packaging. You know what? That's good quality packaging. Ooh, I can see the caramel chunks. Or I guess that's salt and caramel? I don't know. Looks delicious.
So what I'll tell you is we've had the salted caramel with Lindt. I didn't like the salted caramel. We don't have that here today for Lindt, but I felt like the salted caramel, the caramel in the Lindt was way too hard on my teeth, so it felt I was biting into like hard glass or something. Let's see if this is any better.
You know, despite the fact that it had these little tiny crispy flakes of salted caramel, which was delicious in my opinion, I felt like the texture, the melt factor, was a little bit better than the solid milk chocolate.
The salted caramel, it kind of like pinches your cheeks and makes you smile because it's really sweet.
I like sweet.
Yeah.
I kind of...
For me, I'm saying that I like the milk chocolate one better than the salted caramel. That's the one I'm going to buy. But if you're a big salted caramel fan, I would choose the Cadbury salted caramel over the Lindt salted caramel.
Interesting.
I'm still going to put this for myself at a 4 for flavor and a 4 for texture. I loved it, a chocolat.
For flavor, I will give this a 4. Only because I think I'm just a classic chocolate girl. I just love, just give me chocolate. I don't need all the extra fancy stuff. So I'll give it a 4. And for texture, I'll give it a 5. I think they taste pretty much identical to the originals. I would say maybe even slightly better because, you know, that almond flavor is fantastic.
Yeah. On to our last brand of chocolate bars here today. We are going to try out the NoWhey Milkless chocolate bars. Let's start off with the Crunch Bar here, Janelle.
Starting off with the textural one this time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
I love a good Crunch Bar.
Yeah, I do too. I loved Crunch Bars back in the day. I will just quickly note, this chocolate bar here is a lot smaller than the previous two we have just taste tested.
We'll see if size matters here with the chocolate bar.
Ah.
Here we go. A little bit clunkier packaging. Oh, I didn't even get right into it.
There we go. All right. You can already tell the packaging is slightly frustrating to open. Slightly frustrating. But let's take a look at that.
Oh,
Ooh,
I already
it's
broke
got
some off. I'm
the
bad.
nerve. But okay, I can see it's got some nice texture. Ooh,
The backside.
Yes. Show me your backside.
Show me your backside, chocolate bar.
Okay, that's a sniff test. Ooh, okay, that smells like
Chocolate.
very chocolatey. All right, I'm doing the whole thing. Love that crunchy, crispy rice.
Just isn't as good as other crunch bars that I've had in the past. And the chocolate in this chocolate bar feels a lot cheaper. Like it feels like
Yep, I agree.
it's nowhere near as good as the other two. The flavor was not very good. I'd rate the flavor a 2, chalk overboard.
Whoa!
And the texture, I would actually say was a 1 for me. It was a Kit Catastrophe. I'm not gonna be able to get that all night.
Kit Catastrophe.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
that's
not
a
buying
tough
this
one.
again when I see it in the grocery store. Not
Ah.
a chance. It doesn't matter how cheap this bar is. I'm not gonna buy it. I didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
Now over to Janelle, who's usually a much nicer scorer than me.
It's true. I usually am. And I think it's because, you know, I don't have very high standards for myself. I'll eat anything. I'll give the flavor a 3, so it deserves some respect. But texture-wise, it could be improved. I kind of agree that while the crunchy, crispy bits are always nice, and I do love having some texture in my chocolate every now and then, it was just a little bit too grainy in a way. Like, I know it was not actually grains, but you know what I mean.
It's like they hadn't cooked the rice enough.
It was like
It's
too
like they used
chewy.
raw rice.
Yeah, it was a little too chewy, kind of
Yeah.
sharp, kind of left little sharp pieces in my mouth. So
Yeah.
2 for texture. Let's hope that the Milkless
The other
bar,
one.
just the regular Milkless bar, is slightly improved over the crunchy one.
Okay.
Okay, we're just taking a point off for packaging. It just ripped right off.
Their packaging isn't as good as the Cadbury. It's not as satisfying. I think it's important. I think packaging
It's true.
is an important experience when it
It
comes
is.
to your chocolate bar. And this one is cheap.
Okay, smells pretty much the same as the last one. Harder. It definitely has the more solid chocolate.
It's stiff.
It's stiff.
It's a real stiffy.
Kind of has that waxy quality to it. Not like super waxy.
Yeah. This bar is a little bit better than the rice one
Yeah.
from a texture standpoint. So it's not as much of a Kit Catastrophe. I butchered it the most right there. As the rice one.
Yeah.
So I am, for flavor, I'm still at a 2 chalk overboard, and for the texture, I'm at a 2 chalk overboard. So it's a slight improvement on the other one.
Very slight improvement.
How about you?
I would say, honestly, that my ratings stay the same. I would say that flavor-wise, the flavor isn't that much different than the crunchy one, because I found the Rice Crisps didn't really have a lot of added flavor, per se. So yeah, flavor, still 3. Texture, is, you know, 2. I'd say 2.
All right, let's take a look at the final scores here.
If you enjoyed watching this video, please show us some love and hit that like button and subscribe below if you haven't already. We post reviews and taste tests just like this on a weekly basis, delicious recipes and what I eat in a day videos and all sorts of good stuff. So you don't want to miss out, subscribe below, and hey, hit that notifications bell while you're at it so you get notified with our new videos that drop on a weekly basis.
And right below here, you can see we have 2 different videos for you to choose from next. We have a vegan milk video where we reviewed Next Milk and Not Milk. These are 2 new age milks that you got to try out. They're both non-dairy. And then we, of course, have this other video, which is about vegan cheeses, which is a ton of fun. And things get very punny in that episode. So make sure you click one of those. And we just want to thank you guys so much for watching. Bye for now.
Bye!
Kit Catastrophe. Kit Catastrophe. Kit Catastrophe.
Do-buddy-do.